thusly,
It's a done deal. A&E bought 8 episodes of Storage Wars Dallas, appearing in the third quarter of 2011.
hey, this is Glendon with Making Money with Storage Unit Auctions. Title of this segment, Storage Wars, the Game Changer. If you've been watching the channel for a while, you know I was up for a reality show and it just didn't work out. But I would say the time with the producers and the production company and talking to all these people was very valuable because one guy who is batting like 1,000, he told me exactly how this thing works and what would be the aftermath. And today, well, really I knew yesterday, but you know, people talking about there's rumors that Storage Wars is coming here. Well, that Storage Wars is going to do another franchise. Well, the rumor has been confirmed. I knew yesterday, but I just decided to do it today because I'm working on a project trying to clean some stuff up. But Storage Wars is going to Dallas. Now, when I was going through my deal, one of the producers said that where this thing goes, if it's successful, there will be franchises. So Dallas is done. The players are in place. More than likely, they filmed a lot of what they needed to film or will be in the process of doing that. So essentially, if you're not already in the loop, you won't be in the loop of that one unless maybe you're an extra. But follow the trend. This is something for those of you who are real serious about this. You want to work on being top dog, controversial, or whatever you can, any type of colorful personality for television, because if Dallas goes over well, guess what? It's going to be another big city. I'm going to tell you. This is what the guy said. He said the franchises, you know, they'll just take the show on the road. And since every major metropolitan city has a huge number of auctions and there's crews in place, hey, this is a chance for you if you want to be on TV to polish up your game. Now, how do you do that? I'm going to say Dan Dotson, who was probably one of his best moves, was putting the auctions that he conducted in California on YouTube. He was the first one. You know, he had them up there. It was Dan and his wife. And that's how he was found. A lot of you are going, I'm buying units and I don't want anyone to see my face. You may actually be killing an opportunity. And I'm not saying you're doing this to get on television, but if you're in the storage auction game, it's more money. Let's just be real about it. It's more money. Depending on what you're making, it could be a significant boost to your income. The cat's out the bag. Now I meet people and it's getting kind of freaky. It's like, I know you. You're the YouTube guy. I mean, it's like every other week now. It's a trip. And then it's like, oh yeah, I like the videos, or, you know, you could do better here. You know, that type of thing. But overall, most people are very nice. So it's not any big deal. So if you're in the storage auction game and you want to get put on, let me give you a few tips. Put your shit on YouTube. Why would you do that? So people can find you. You know, I don't know how they're going to do it. I'm not plugged in. I don't know how these decisions are made. But I do know that raising your paw and saying, I'm doing this and I want to be on television is a good way to get you on. Because the deal is, this is not going away. I spent a little time just lurking in forums, and the overwhelming consensus is people like this stuff. They like it. That's why there's a franchise. That's why they're going to be a copycats. It's slated 8 episodes were ordered. I will have the link below. So it's a done deal. It may be, the stuff may be filmed already. I don't know. But they're doing Dallas. I'm quite sure they're probably going to do Chicago. Probably New York. You know, any place that's colorful. I don't know what's going on with Atlanta, because I'm not really plugged in with the, you know, auctioneers and stuff. Like if I see them in the street, it's like, hey, how you doing? But I really call them because, you know, we're not doing business anymore. But if you want to do this, the time is now. The time is now. TV is a strange business. So you want to be plugged into that stuff now. Now, if you don't want to be on television, no problem. But you can hate until the cows come home. This is not going anywhere. It's not. Now, what I said earlier about the weak at heart, the curiosity seekers, oh yeah, they're still going to get bought out the game, because I'm still hearing that the crowds are dropping. I'm hearing some places there's still crowds. I'm hearing in some places that people are paying too much money for units. I hear in other places. Typically, this behavior is something that happens every tax season. So if you are in the game, know that this will happen next year between the months of between February and May. It will happen again. By the numbers. Number one, people get refunds. The average refund was 3 G's. That pays off a lot of units. Number two, another group of people get those 3 G's or more, and they decide to say, hey, I want to be Big Willie style, so I'm going to go out and buy me some units. So, two very opposing events happen at the same time. Units disappear, new players enter the game. Come on now. You know how this is. You know what it is. You know what it is. It's the law of supply and demand. Demand goes up, supply goes down, prices go up. Now, if you're on the flip side of that, where you're selling, you're like, hey, I love this. But if you got to buy, ain't this a bitch? This is a bitch. This ain't fair. This is shit. We're just, motherfuckers fucking up the game. Okay? You have to innovate in your business. And I'm going to say something that's exceptionally arrogant. What I did, from 2002 on up to 2009, actually put me head and shoulders above my competition. Those same tactics, those same techniques, plus more, are what you will have to do to be successful today. There is no cherry picking, and you're going to have to learn how to make money with all of this stuff. And there's a 2-year learning period. So the sooner you start, the better you off if you're serious. Understand, if you just want to go to a few auctions and be like Barry and try to cherry pick and collect. Understand, Barry's retired. Barry has loot. Barry has not shit to do. If that's your case, have at it, player. But if you're trying to come up, that's not going to work for you. You're really going to have to get out there and grind it, because the opportunities are there. I receive pictures and notes all the time, and recently someone bought an arcade. Well, it was a nightclub. It was a nightclub, and there was a lot of video games and stuff in there, and he got it for under a G. This is a money maker. It's a money maker. He's going to quadruple whatever, He's going to make a lot of money. It's not going to come fast, but the opportunity happened in the midst of tax season. Now, this is a free tip, because everyone's like, I want free information. I want free information. If you watch Castle and Axe with Daryl, you have to buy your education. Essentially, you have to put some skin in the game. And a lot of people are like, hey, I'm trying to keep my skin to myself, but you're trying to reap maximum rewards. The universe doesn't work that way. It never had, never has, probably never will. But keep hoping. Keep hope alive, Jesse. So, put a little skin in the game. Start working on it. And if you notice, there are more and more and more people who are talking about storage unit auctions, picking, flea markets, antiques. I'm telling you, if it's your dream or hope or slight ambition that you want to get your ass on television, you need to put your ass on YouTube now. A few more tips. Consistently make videos. 1 or 2 is not going to get it. 3, talk about something that you know. So that's what I'm talking about. Get in the game, get your reps, learn how to do this shit, because this is the future. This is the future. I don't watch a lot of television. I catch a few shows, and I've been watching the NBA playoffs. That's it. I go to the movies or, put in a DVD. I don't watch a lot of television, But I watch a hell of a lot of Hulu, Hulu, my voice, Hulu. I watch a ton of YouTube. One day, I just kept track. I spent 4 hours on YouTube. And it wasn't because I was doing stuff. I was just going from video to video doing research. When I first started on this journey of doing YouTube videos, as pathetic as it was in the beginning, and I still need a lot of work, I came across a statistic. 25% of the United States population does not watch television. They get their entertainment and value from the internet. That was almost 2 years ago. That number has probably edged to 30%. And what you're going to see is this shift. I call it, I want to watch what I want to watch when I want to watch it shift. TV on demand. That's what's happening. And advertisers are going to have to lace those commercials when someone pulls up something. That's where we're heading. So, just, from me to you, if you want to do this, I've talked to a few people. I've helped out a few people, and a lot of them have taken my advice, and their videos are getting better and better because, just like every company needs a web page, it's going to get to a point where every company, business is going to need a video presence. That may be 10, 12 years, which is not that short of a period of time when you think about it. This is coming. And I'm seeing some really smart people do YouTube videos and link to their eBay store or iDate. That's a great move because the thing is, what you do is take your eBay items and put a face on them. And if people like your face, they'll buy from you. I'm serious. If you don't believe me, check out all the subs to these makeup tutorials. And I could just look. You'll see one who's very professional. She doesn't have a lot of subs and views. Then you see someone that's drop dead gorgeous or, hey guys, hey guys. And she's got a freaking million views on one video. And I'm just like, wow, we are that shallow as a country. We really are. Because that's just how the game is played. So, hopefully you can get something from this. Just know that if Storage Wars Dallas is a hit, there's going to be another city. Don't know what city, but it's happening. And I have a feeling it's going to be a hit because it's a way for people to look into someone else's lives. I anticipate these shows getting better because right now it's all about the big hit, the interesting find, the history behind the find. It's going to get about the people and what type of person. This is going to get crazy. So, hey, instead of trying to do this in the dark, bring it out to the light because I'm telling you, someone told me actually 13 months ago. That's when this happened. 13 months ago, someone told me all this stuff was going to happen. And, he was very candid. He was like, look, this is how the game is played. A lot of funny stuff that happens with television. No, a lot of it's not personal. A lot of it is politics. So, hey, if you are really handsome or a real pretty chick, you got a shot. I'm just letting you know. Or you just crazy as hell. You have a shot. So that's the deal. Just letting you know. Now, there'll be a write-up.